Hello friends! So this is the first of what we're going to call Teaside.
Teaside? That's a combination of fireside and tea. It'll be one or the other, fire or tea, or sometimes both.
Right, we're going to try to do this by a fire if we can, and that could evolve into a campfire or who knows what, because as you know, we're going to be moving out into the yurt, making some changes here in our life. But however these happen, these are a chance for Rebecca and I, maybe the whole family sometimes, just to share with you a little bit more deeply what's going on right now in our lives and to bring you in on the conversation. Because, well, it'd be good to have your insight and thoughts as we explore things in our own life.
You are all very creative, capable, emotionally resilient, and wonderful people that have been a part of our community. And so why not get a chance to share more? Incidentally, we're drinking some matcha green tea here today. So what are we going to divulge of our deepest, innermost selves today?
Well, this morning we were talking on the path, walking the path, about kind of re-looking at Rewald University, at where it's going. I think we try to stop every year or two in our lives, take a good look at everything that's going on and see if there are navigational changes that need to be made that could just enhance not only our lives, but more importantly, our mission in the world, essentially.
Yeah, the question being, how can we become even more our fullest potential, our best selves? And speaking of mission, do you want to talk about that a little?
Well, sometimes I've been a little confused because I started this channel with the concept of rewilding, and the audience, you know, you're all very diverse. It's become people of different religious backgrounds. There's people out there, some of you are really avid gamers, others of you are really avid bushcrafters. And sometimes I've struggled to figure out, what are we putting out there in the world? What's the cohesiveness that runs through it? And we started with the idea of rewilding because it's in our title. We're kind of stuck with that, even though there's been times when actually I've wanted to change that title, though to what, I don't know.
Well, I think we should start with what we do know. And I like to start with what makes me feel deeply satisfied and gets me really excited, gets that inner fire going, and that's hearing from you and others like you, people that come to the university here, and just in general, people in our lives, our favorite cashier at the grocery store, that our interactions with you, with the world around us, somehow sparks something for you. And then we get to hear this feedback. Oh, you mentioned the other day that I should sleep without a pillow, or I should try going barefoot, or I should take some time to just do 3 deep breaths. Whatever it is, I tried that, and wow, it led to this insight, it led to this change. Whenever I feel like I get any of that feedback, oh, it's so nice to see your smile when you come buy groceries once a week, that makes me feel really alive and really happy. And if I trace it back, I think what I love about it is that there has become not only an interaction between whoever that might be, but there's a deepening awareness for what's going on in your life, what you're choosing. And I love to hear from people who have said, wait, I need to get down to the roots, and I want to find out what it is that fulfills me. Fulfill, fulfill, fulfill.
Yeah.
Feel full.
You said fulfills, and that's hitting it really strong, I think, because there's that feeling of fulfillment when we hear from people. I think our passion is to be able to help people to transform their lives. I was talking with Aaron, our friend Aaron, the other day, and he was sharing how he was working in a factory not too long before he came here, and the experience that he had in there and seeing all the other people working there. It was a gigantic car factory, a mile by a square mile.
Imagine that.
No windows. And
Wow.
and it was kind of soul crushing for him. Now, some people, that's just the thing. They love it.
Right.
But we worked in factories.
Yeah.
And I remember vividly one woman who, at break, she would sing. And she was world class, her voice. It was
Really?
gorgeous.
Which job was
This
this?
is back in, you know, the software, back in the floppy disk days.
Oh yeah, we've done all sorts of different things in our lives.
Ramage.
Yes, Ramage.
Yeah.
We used to work. What was that anyway? What were we doing?
AOL discs.
Oh yeah, we'd make those AOL discs that got mailed out all the time.
Yeah.
Probably dating ourselves here, but who cares?
Yeah, a lot of you probably know.
So okay, so I never got to hear her sing.
Oh yeah, I can't remember her name, and I don't know if she went on, but she didn't want to be trapped there in that factory. But she was trapped in that factory, and we get trapped in our culture by debt and all kinds of these cultural forces. There's so much working
Societal
on.
expectations and what our culture says is okay for us, and then what we tell ourselves is okay for us. So we have this podcast.
What we deserve.
Yeah, oh, what we deserve. That's so huge. That deserves its own entire line of videos, practically. What we tell ourselves that we're worthy of. So, what was I saying?
Podcast.
Oh, yeah. Okay, so we have this podcast. We have this podcast, and it's called Unleash Your Life. And to me, when I say that, that's what I want for myself, and that's what I want other people to have. That's what I want you to have in some small way or big way, for you to feel like you are breaking free from whatever is chaining you. And I'm not, maybe you're a person who mostly loves your life and there's just one or two things and places you want to grow. Maybe you are that person that has skills to share, but you're stuck in something that you don't want to be in. I want to see you grow, and I want to hear about it. I want to hear you unleash. And I'm doing this all the time. Break free and know that it's in you. Know that you can guide yourself to that, along with the help and support of other people. You have in you what it takes to fulfill yourself. And then, of course, I'm sorry, I don't mean to interrupt you. That changes the world.
It does. I think that's where, when we talk about fulfillment, not only does it enrich your life, but it changes the way you interact with the world.
Oh, yeah.
If you think about capitalism and the way it works right now, people, we could argue about whether capitalism is inherently broken or inherently would work. Maybe it's like a knife that it could be used for good or bad. But the underlying emotional attitudes, the underlying foundation of the people that are living within that system are going to often determine how that system turns out. And if I'm living in this society, but I'm filled with never-ending desire, then I consume so much. I'm buying stuff, I'm throwing it away. The amount of pollution and trash and energy consumption that happens, is immense. Now, if I am fulfilled, then I start to see that I don't need necessarily all those things in order to be happy. So again, that fulfillment creates this joy within myself, and it changes the world because I'm not raping the world, taking things from it in the same way.
Well, then, I mean, you're talking about physical waste here, but there's also that woman who was singing, well, wasn't singing, but the woman who had such a great, beautiful voice. Think of all the people whose talents and skills, they're gems. We're each a gem, and we need to sparkle in our own way. But it just gets covered up with the mire of our society sometimes. And I wish that everybody could find that place where their unique skill, their unique sparkliness could come out. And so not only would we not be wasting actual physical resources, but we wouldn't be wasting our own unique sparkliness.
Dustin comes to mind.
Yeah.
He works for us here at Rewild You now. And he was working in a factory not too long ago in an insurance job and some other jobs that didn't really fulfill him. He could have stayed in that. And
well, I mean, a lot of times you make good money or whatever it might be. You have benefits you don't want to let go of.
We've been in jobs that
of course, and there's always there's the fear of, well, will I have, what will happen if I let this go?
Yeah.
But I'm really glad he did.
He did, and now he's getting to give his gifts to the world in a brand new way. He's working with students at Rewild U. He teaches Tai Chi and has private Tai Chi students. And wow. So that I think is our mission, is to bring tools to help people come towards fulfillment.
Right.
And if we can get closer to fulfillment, then there's this, again, gift to ourselves and gift to the world.
And I just think, wouldn't it be great if more of us could realize that we can choose, that we can change. We have the ability to decide what we want to intake, the media that we intake, the food that we intake, the cultural ideas that we intake. We have a choice how we want to respond and what we want to let into us, and then where we want to go. So imagine feeling fulfilled. So I want to hear from all of you. What's your personal mission, or what is it that you feel is your own unique sparkliness that you want to let shine? Or maybe you have a story of how you were doing something. Maybe it was work, or maybe your health was an issue, or maybe it was a relationship, whatever, that you decided, no, I need to unleash myself from that and move forward and share. I want to hear about that. Your personal transformations, your journeys, where you want to be or where you've come from. Those things really help us as we talk about our life and some of the things that we're going into that feel a little overwhelming or intimidating or just plain scary.
We want you to know that we believe in you. That there is a spark in you that we would love to help grow into a flame if we can. And that feels like our mission. And that's what I want to keep refining and working towards and trying to be more and more successful at. You know, to me, that's fulfillment for me, is knowing that we can help others find fulfillment. And that's, I don't know, I feel like that's it.
I think that's what I come back to again and again when it's a low day for me, is reading some people's comments or going over a letter somebody sent to me, or thinking about a time when I had an interaction with someone and I could see that we had that human experience of caring for each other, of not caring about anything else, but just that we're here in this space and we're going to connect with each other. And that just makes such a huge difference. I really want to thank you, all of you, for that in my life.
We should make a quick tradition of explaining the tea that we're drinking.
Oh, that would be fun.
Because matcha is the green tea, but it's powdered up.
Right.
And I think it's certain leaves that they take.
Seriously, you're going to talk about this and you don't even know that much about it?
No, I don't know that much about it. And
we had a friend who researched this tea and he was like, okay, this is organic and it's from the mountains of whatever and this is how they process it.
And he gave us like this tea and
he let us
set
sample all of them and then they gave us this wonderful gift. So you do need to check out your source of matcha and make sure that it's coming from a really good, reliable source.
Yeah, because it's usually mixed with rice powder or other things. So you got to make sure you're getting the real deal. But it has...
Oh, health benefits.
Yeah. ECGG, some 4 letters.
GGGG.
Something like that. And this compound is really powerful cancer fighter. And has all these really great health benefits. So I feel like when we drink some of this, it's a health
You can
tonic.
feel it going into, and if you're going to first start small. Our dog doesn't know what to do with himself. He's all snuggly and cozy and warm. So I put spirulina in mine too, because I feel like that's just a good way for me to sort of help my body. It's just a nice little extra kick.
All right.
Yeah, tell us, fulfillment, what tea you're drinking.
If you like these videos, let us know too, because we're changing trajectory a little bit here. And
we might include them every now and then, I think.
Yeah, this would be maybe,
yeah.
I don't know, every month or two.
And if you don't like them, that's okay too. Tell us what you like.
All right. Love to all.
Thank you, friends.
Thanks for being part of our community.